Hey guys, I'm here at the beginning of the season on YouTube talking to you guys about the Cowboys, and I just stopped. I can't really explain it, guys. I apologize. I've just been busy. I had a lot of different things, and so if you're watching this video and you've been wondering where I've been, just been busy. I've still been on Twitter. If you follow me on Twitter, you used to see me on there at Colt Fleetwood. Love to see you guys on there. Love to hear from you. As we know, we heard the bad news today. Tony Romo is on the IR with a herniated disc, had to have surgery early this morning. And it's so disappointing because he got hurt against Washington, supposedly. It could have been hurt way before then, and there's been rumor that supposedly that cyst injury wasn't really a cyst. So we've been lied to quite a bit lately from Jerry Jones and Jason Garrett, and that's to be expected. They don't want people to hit Tony in the back or try. You see what I'm saying? So that's just the way things work in sports. It's like that with hockey, especially because you don't want guys, taking runs at people that are hurt. So you don't want people knowing that they're playing hurt. So I understand the lying situation. I understand all of that, and I'm not mad at them for the lying. The only thing I can say right now, guys, I want to go through, and I know most of you, if you watch my videos, you follow me on Twitter, or even if you know me personally, you would almost say I'm more of a Tony Romo fan than I am a Dallas Cowboys fan. Sometimes it seems that way. But no, I'm not actually. That's not the way I am. I've been a Cowboys fan my whole life. I'll explain to you how I was pretty much raised. As a little kid, my dad has always been a Dallas Cowboys fan. The biggest Dallas Cowboys fan I've ever even came close to meeting. He's never missed a snap since I've known him. And he kind of shoved it down my throat as a little kid. And I remember being a tiny little kid, barely able to remember anything. The Cowboys were good, with Aikman. And then I grew up a little bit, and we started to suck. We started going through the quarterbacks of Quincy Carter and all that junk. And I stopped liking the Cowboys a little bit. I went through that stage where I had to kind of go against my dad and like another team, so I became a Falcons fan. And Vic came along, and I liked Vic for a short time. And then when the Cowboys signed the New England quarterback Bledsoe, I started liking the Cowboys really well again. And I always liked them. It wasn't that I didn't like them. I still rooted for them. Atlanta was just kind of my team there for a short time. And then I went back to the Cowboys when Bledsoe came. And then Romo came along, and it was like, man, I like this guy. This guy's got some talent. And this guy can really lead this team in the right direction for years to come. And I feel he's done that. He's put the Dallas Cowboys in contention every single year. And before, we've had all these crummy quarterbacks after Aikman up until Tony, and it was just, you understand what I'm trying to get to here is that without Romo, I may not be a Dallas Cowboys fan today or as big of one. So I owe that to Tony, and I really like to maybe get people to understand that. So Tony Romo with this back injury, who knows? Hopefully he'll be back by training camp. That's what we're kind of looking at right now. It's a serious injury. And I think the Cowboys made the right decision by not letting him play. And I feel terrible for him. The guy's played so hard. He gives it everything he's got. You cannot question Tony's toughness anymore. A lot of people question Tony's toughness after he broke his finger and he didn't play. You cannot question his toughness. I think he is the toughest quarterback in the league right now, right up there with all of them. And you have to give him credit. He led that drive with a herniated disc. He beat the 49ers with a punctured lung 2 years ago. We need to give him some credit. We need to give the guy some credit. And it's time for people to shut up. It's time for people to shut up because now we got Kyle Orton. And let me talk about Kyle Orton for a little bit here. Kyle is he's not a bad player. Kyle is actually a pretty nice quarterback. Kyle Orton's biggest thing has always been his decisions at times. He's made some very dumb decisions that have been crucial. And he's not very athletic in the sense that he can't extend the play like Tony can. And that's something Dallas has to have with the line we have. The line's done a lot better this year. They're still not great. Tyrone Smith is really the only guy that's great. Frederick's pretty good. Free's been pretty good. But we've struggled at times, and then at times we're really good. So if they can do well against the Eagles, Kyle Orton can play an average game. He doesn't even have to play good. He just has to play an average game. Cannot turn the football over. That's what we have to ask for Orton. Don't turn the football over. Give his receivers chances to make plays. Hand that ball to DeMarco Murray. Hand that ball to DeMarco Murray. And don't stop. Don't stop. Just keep handing it to him. And I told a buddy of mine today, and my buddy said, do the Cowboys have a chance with Kyle Orton? I said, of course they have a chance. I think they'd have a better chance if Kyle Orton could tackle too. I don't think the Cowboys had a chance of winning a Super Bowl or really even winning a playoff game with Romo because our defense is so bad. So bad. Even with Sean Lee and Claiborne, we are bad. Ooh, bad, guys. And I don't usually say that about my own team, but they're pretty bad. Our defensive line just god awful. Demarcus Ware. Man, I heard he's playing hurt. If that's the case, I guess he has an excuse. But my goodness, he's been horrible, guys. These past 4 or 5 games, I've not even heard of him. I don't even notice he's in the game, and that's not Demarcus Ware like. So we need to look for defensive linemen coming up in the future season. But if you've watched my videos in the past, you know I'm a pretty optimistic, pretty biased fan for the Dallas Cowboys. And the reason I'm like that is because I feel like if you're watching my videos, you're probably a Dallas Cowboys fan like myself. So I've always picked the Cowboys. I've not picked against them once. This game, I'm going to pick against them. And I'm going to pick it in a different way. That I think the point spread right now is 7.5 in favor of Philadelphia. So I will take the Dallas Cowboys in the spread. I'll give them the points, but I'm picking the Cowboys to lose this game by 3. I'm going to pick the score to be 37-34 in favor of the Eagles. I just don't like the Cowboys' chances defensively at all. I think we can play offensively. Still with Orton, I think we can play. Their defense, Philadelphia ranks 30th in pass defense, so we can throw the ball if Orton plays well. And Orton's capable of playing well. So we'll see what happens. That's really all I have to say, guys. There's not much to say. It's been a disappointing season yet again. Just in the sense that I really thought the Cowboys had a chance to make a run. And now Tony Romo's out. That chance is officially over. Most likely, I guess. I shouldn't say officially, but pretty much over. I mean, Orton could go wild. You never know. But I just don't think the defense has it in them. So we'll see what happens, guys. John Kitna is going to back up Orton. They signed him to 1 game. I'm not sure how that's going to work out. If they're going to sign him to more, if we win, I don't know what's going to happen there. But go Orton, go Cowboys. And one last thing I want to say, Cowboy fans and also Philadelphia fans, Nick Foles has a lot of class. I hand that guy a lot of credit. I heard an interview with him saying that he wishes Tony Romo nothing but the best. Real classy guy. I loved his interview. I wish Nick Foles nothing but the best. So if the Eagles win, good luck to Nick Foles. He's a heck of a young man. He's a heck of a quarterback, and I wish him the best of luck. All right, guys. Hey, let's enjoy the game. Have a happy New Year. Hope you had a great Christmas. And I'll talk to you guys more. I'm going to start doing this a little more because I enjoy it and I miss it. So I will see you guys soon. Happy New Year. Go Cowboys. Go Orton. All right, guys. Take it easy.